whenever it goes.
Get out the insurance cards, get out the copays. The office is open, my friends. Brought to you by drroto.com.
Yo, everybody, it's Yola Rider. So let's get to it.
Bring the pain! What's up, everybody? It's Heat Override, and I'm ready to bring the pain for you this week. Ooh, yeah, and Dr. Roto. It's a wild day. I'm a wild man, and we got a wild Dan in the room. What's up, Dan? How you doing?
What's going on, Rob? It's hard for me to hear because my headphone jack ain't working, so I'm going to do this the best I can, man.
Yeah, you're going to do it. So Dan's for some reason having a microphone or headphone issues, and me, I have an internet service outage until 9:30 p.m. So we're going to try to do the best we can for everybody to do. Welcome to the Fight Club of Pain, everybody. This is Heat Override, your host, and we got Dan, your other host. He's ready to bring the pain as well. Ooh, yeah. Woo! For another Fight Club of Pain presents UFC Vegas 109. Dolidze versus Hernandez. Woo! This is going to be a hell of a card, bro. It's heavy. It's favorite heavy, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of heavy favorites, man. A lot of heavy favorites.
There is. So we're going to be covering 4 fights. We'll be also giving out those bets. Again, if for some reason I pop out, Dan should be in here. I will run everything through my phone if it gets to be a hassle. But for right now, we're in it. We're deep, and this is how we're going to do it. So we got some UFC news today, of course. We got Topuria versus Gaethje announced, and we have Oliveira versus Fiziev announced. Dan, talk about it.
I feel bad for Charles Oliveira, man. He should not be taking a fight this soon with hard of a puncher as Fiziev.
Yeah, and just coming off of another punching. This guy, it's at this point. Can we get him another wrestler at least? Like, come on.
Yeah, you have to. But what was the other one? Oh, Justin Gaethje finally getting his title shot.
Yeah, this happened, and I know everybody's gonna be pissed, especially Sarukian. But this is happening because really, this is Justin's last match. He's most likely not gonna win. He's probably gonna get knocked out as long as he don't get headstrung like he did before. Oh, I mean, I know you want Justin to knock out Topuria. What's your thoughts, bro?
I hope Justin catches him right on that weak chin of his.
You want him to be exposed. I can feel it. I know exactly what you're talking about. And the whole hype and everything going on right now. I mean, and then we got Pantoja and Van announced. Ooh. Dude, I'm telling you right now, Van can take that title, but he fought a boxer last time. This time in Roval. This time Pantoja is going to be like, all right, I'm going to dice you. The minute I get near you, I'm going to slip, grab you, and hang on to you. Do you think that's what's going to happen?
I think Pantoja can beat Van anywhere he wants.
I agree with that. Yeah, I'm not dude. He's just amazing. Pantoja is amazing. That's another hard fight for me. So it continuously shows why these fights are about to amp up for the Christmas time. We're all going to be at home. Some of us live in the Northeast where snow appears, and we're going to be caught watching some of these fights. At least they got all the crappy cards out the way, and now we get good cards going forward the rest of the year. Like, there's really not a bad card, and if there's a bad card, there's a good card practically next week. Kind of like this week.
I like this card this week.
Oh, I mean, I love it too. Them adding Cody Brunage, I love that. That dude's in a war. I was just watching him in his car driving or whatnot on We Want Picks last week. That was crazy. I was like, yo, it was cool. It was wild. And then, already my heart goes for Brundage. We've bet against Brundage twice now, have won twice. So this is his due. Cody Brundage is going to destroy Eric McConaughey. He is going to destroy him. I know you. Do you know who Eric McConaughey is?
No, I never heard of him until I did a little bit of research, man. I didn't even know who he was.
Yeah. Just throw him in with the soup cans. We got
Yeah,
soup cans.
Soup cans.
You know who isn't a soup can? Cody. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Dude, I was always waiting for that all day long to do that because it's just funny stuff, man. We're just getting into it. So, all right. Well, I mean, outside of the UFC news, we talked about that. We got NFL football on again. So, of course, at the end of the podcast, we will give out 2 DFS lineups. We will give out the parlay of pain, and you will get, of course, free bets parlays live right now. And then, of course, everything else that we got going on. Fight theory, we're going to talk about the fights. We picked out some really good fights with some really great fighters. I mean, this card was hard. There was a lot that I could have taken from other than the co-main event and the main event. I went with my juice, and we went with our rare coverage of women fights because a lot of women fights are at the bottom of the card, and we're usually picking off the main card. So I know you're excited about that, Dan.
I am. I like this card. You want to talk about juice? We'll talk about juice.
We'll talk about him in a second. But what other than just the 4 fights that were coming out, what else stuck out to you? Is it
I'm a big Andre Feely fan, man. Okay. I've been watching him for years.
You know, to me, I looked at him. First thing, no numbers, no DFS slate. I just looked at the card and I was like, man, I know Feely, and I know he can. I know he can make this fight go the distance, which is what I think he's going to do with Christian Rodriguez. So I actually am playing around with Rodriguez. He's making the 5-tastic picks this week. So that being said, Christian, Rodriguez, I love his chances. He's going to win this fight. I looked at the over. So we have his knockout. It's a plus 240. Sub knockout is a plus 240 for Christian Rodriguez, if you really want to get crazy. But the distance no bet is a negative 230. So that's really cool too. So what that is of course, if a better submission happens with Christian Rodriguez, then we win the bet. But if it goes the distance to points, it's a null and void bet. We get our money back and everything's on to the next day. It's kind of a cool little thing. I don't really do much of the whole decision no bets or decision no whatever you want to call it, no win, etc. I don't really do that all the time. So for me, that's kind of it's a new thing that I'm kind of getting into because I think that I need to explore more avenues to be safe to hedge rather than just stacking up on one side and doing that. So this was something I kind of threw in this week. It's just, significant strikes. We can always talk about that in the Dr. Roto subs. So if you want to get over to Dr. Roto, use code word WIN. You can join today. Literally, Dr. Roto's cheat sheet rankings are all out. I had 2 articles drop today, an IDP mock draft. I'm in a mock draft at 9 o'clock tonight with the Get Right Fantasy crew. Yeah. So I'm gonna go in there, and on Fridays they have like it's like a championship. So the top 3 teams that they judge on a judging, they do a whole podcast each week up to 4 weeks, and then for the final week, the final 12. So you get 3, right? The final 12 go for a $50 gift card. So it's been really cool. They're a really good, crew to be part of and talk to. Just really great people in there. But we're at Dr. Roto. We got the code word WIN, and we got all the monies, the bets, and everything going on crazy. Been winning a lot of milli makers off of WNBA, dude. Like, I'm going all in with this crazy stuff going on. Like, so what I'm talking about is it's a $5 ticket to the Millionaire contest on DraftKings Week 1 NFL. So for $1.85, you and 2 other people, 3 people total max, duke it out in a draft style, or you can play a full lineup, whatever it is, they have it there. You get a chance. For some reason, I've been able to soak up a lot of these through the WNBA, of course, baseball, and I've been doing it with the UFC the last couple weeks. So I already have almost 15 or 16 tickets since like a week ago. So, I mean, those are all $5 tickets. I'm just going to keep popping them in, dude. So, yeah. But I know everybody's here for the fights. Everybody wants to get it going. So, hopefully everything's going good. Let's start it off. We're going to start off with Asmin Lucindo versus Angela Hill. Dan, talk about it.
All right. I thought we were starting off with juice. Let me get to that page.
That's next. Juice is next. Who's next?
All right. All right, Lucinda, man, she's demonstrated resilience and a well-rounded attack in her last 2 fights. She's significantly younger and faster than the 40-year-old Angela Hill. She's precise striking style. She matches perfect with her well-timed takedown attempts. She wants to keep it at her range and mix up her attack when she fights Angela Hill. Hill, she has a lot of experience and a high fight IQ. Makes her very calculated, and grappling has been really strong for her in her last few fights. Her ability to finish, she has the ability to finish anywhere. She has an above average submission game. She's composed, dangerous, and a volume puncher, and she always throws more than 1 strike at a time. Always.
I gotta agree with you on that. The combos she does, she's strong. You already brought up the cardio, and now the different grappling techniques that she's able to use. Also, like she's just durable. She may be old, but honestly, we've already seen her. I've already seen her. So therefore, this was another fighter. I sat down and was like, all right, I need cheap fighters for DFS. There's Angela Hill. I'm definitely going to be in on Angela Hill for DFS because her price is perfect. I mean, we could pull that up. I'm pretty sure Angela Hill is 7,600 on DraftKings. So, DraftKings, I keep talking about you. Y'all might want to kick out a bucket or two. Yeah. So, with that being said, let's get that price going with that. So, and then go over to, the Yasmin side. I love Lucindo. I won some good money on her last time, both DFS wise and betting wise. I love the way her strength, the way she counters. So I can see both these girls hitting on the cage and then trying to work each other, maybe popping back out, throwing, because they're practically the same fighter, except of course with Lucindo, she's younger, she's faster, she's got the speed, and she's just good. Yeah. So who do you got winning?
I got Angela Hill winning by decision.
Ooh, Angela Hill by decision. That's actually crazy because I have that. Money line and decision for Angela Hill is a plus 169. Of course, right now, she is a plus 146. And then, of course, if you play the points on this fight, it's a negative 490. So just to play the points, just to go. But knockout, man, the knockout's 800. So, of course, if you do knockout and points for Lucindo, you got negative 145. Second and third round knockout. Look, I'm crazy, people. Plus 2,300. And her money line and distance is a plus 119. So, of course, the money line and distance is where this is going to be. I'm going to pick Lucindo, of course. But as a crazy, crazy dude, I cannot refrain from her getting that knockout. I love the knockout line at 800. I love the knockout line at plus 2,300. That, for me, right there is what I'm going to spell for that fight. I mean, do you think those numbers? Do you think this? You don't think a knockout happens at all in this fight, do you, Dan?
No. Angela Hill hasn't been finished in a long time, and yeah. I just don't think. I don't think Lucinda has the power to put her away.
Okay, I can dig with that 100%. That's why we're playing the distance. That's why the distance. And so I do got to say something to the sports books this week. Both FanDuel and DraftKings, both of y'all being punks. Like, you're sitting here running numbers. Like, there's a lot of fights, and I get that this is a heavy favorite heavy card, but there's a lot of fights. Distance is a negative 1,100. That's just junk, bro. And like, I'm sitting here looking at, like, nobody's gonna make money off of that when you have those kinds. So the only time you're gonna make money on these is if you can pop in and you can find these fights, like this fight right here between Angela Hill and Yasmin Lucindo. Can we make money off of this fight? And we can. So of course, like what you said, I wanted to look at the Angela Hill side. So Angela Hill side, even the knockouts are plus 2,500. They don't think really anything's going to happen, and that's why. But one thing, when I look at the books and I see the knockouts high, and that we were able to cash a plus 1,000 knockout 2 weeks ago, because it happens. It can happen. So that's why if you don't feel confident about it, just throw a half unit on it. Do the full unit on your fighter, whether if you feel that Angela Hill's going to be able to bang this one out and get through it, or if you think Lucindo is going to be able to have a great game plan and outbox Angela Hill, then she'll win. But you got the plus 119. It's practically dead even money. So play it, take a chance, and move on to the next fight, right?
That's right.
But you said decision. I'm going to go I'm going first and second round, or second and third round knockout for Lucindo. That's why I have it already. So let's move along to the next fight. We got Julius Juicebox Waka versus Rafael Sequeira. I think I said that right.
Sequeira, yeah. Sequeira.
Dan, talk about it.
All right, Sequeira. He's 0-2 in the UFC, man. He's a wild man. He's fearless, and he will throw down with anyone in the division. He's heavy-handed. He possesses knockout power in both his hands, but he's really sloppy when he throws his punches. Walker lost his UFC debut. I called that.
Yes, Metafield. I get it. Yep.
He's really quick in the pocket, and he has the ability to control the fight with his long jab, man. He has the ability to mix up attacks. He doesn't want to load up and throw too many bombs early like he did in his last fight and gas out. He wants to maintain the distance and survive the first 2 minutes against Sequeira.
Yeah, I agree with that. So for me, it's this thing. With Juicebox, he's got that high guard. So he's going to be able to, block a lot of the punches. So if there's going to be a room for things, it's going to be Rafael taking it. He's going to have to, he's got decent takedowns, but I don't think he's going to be able to take Juicebox down. Juicebox has a great, solid ground plan, or game plan, ground. So he can do that. Plus, Juicebox is an excellent cage pusher. So if he can get him right on that, he can take those explosive punches and he can just rock it. Because that's where he can use that dirty boxing. Because Juicebox uses that dirty boxing. And I don't think Rafael's going to be able to put up with that. And I think that the power, I'm going to say, I know that the power, I know that the size, if Juicebox gets him on the cage, he'll be able to take him down. He's going to be able to ground and pound him. Right now, all the numbers for knockout on this are insane, bro. What do you got to add to that? I mean, because I'm down. I mean, I know Sequeira is durable. He is durable. He does have power. He is a striker. So I don't think this is hitting it at all. But I do see at some point it's going to hit the cage. I think Walker has the advantage, right?
Yeah, he's better in tie-ups and he's better in clinches, yes.
Okay. All right. So who do you got winning?
I got your boy Juicebox winning by third round knockout.
Yeah, man. Sticking the juice. Getting that juice. That's my dude. Even his Twitter handle's cool. It's like, I'm that juice box or something. I don't even know. Hot box, juice box. I don't even do this. Dude's wild. But anyway, I am taking juice box as well, too. So I'll run through it. Thing is, round one knockout this is just his round one knockout before we get to the third round knockout. His round one knockout is a plus 115. Also, his first and second round knockout is a negative 160. That's easy money, people. The knockout for the fight, here's the problem. It's not really a problem. It's a negative 270. Might as well just hit that with 5 units because it's going to happen. Points is 600. So for all the people that, might be on the Rafael side, look, Rafael, money line and distance put together as a parlay is a plus 1323. Yeah, I'm sick. I have that, right? Also, Rafael's knockout and points is plus 600. So if you're going to play anything on the Sequeira side, right, you're going to play the knockout and points. He ain't submitting him. He's not going to submit him. He's not going to take him down. That's easy money right there. That's how you make your money on the Sequeira side. Of course, round 1, 2 minutes, juice box knockout, plus 550. And then, of course, if you want to, this is right here. This is what tells you that the sport books are being really naughty. Y'all being bad. Santa Claus sees what y'all doing, people. Santa Claus is not going to be giving you presents, FanDuel. That negative 1,100 for decision, no action? Bro, I'm not putting that money up for that. You know that. And it's wrong that you even put it there. But hey, at least you gave us a number. You didn't make it negative 5,000. So, whoop. But yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But I'm doing it. It's the round one. You got the round one knockout.
Three.
Or you said
round
three. Round three knockout plus 1,600. I like that bet too. Since we already have the first half of the fight covered with everything that we need to, when we move along, so that third round, this fight gets to the third round, and that knockout finally happens. You have a plus 1,600 in your corner, people. Thanks, Dan. That's how we get it done. That's how we bring the pain. Woo! Oh, man. That's it. So we're like on that one. All right. Let's get to the co-main event. We got Odie Osborne versus Steve Erceg. Dan, talk about it.
All right, Odie Osborne, man, he's looking for back wins for the first time since 2022. He has a new camp and new preparation for this fight because he fired everybody in his camp after his last fight. He's extremely unorthodox. His striking style is fast, rapid, and kind of sloppy. He uses rapid flurries to overwhelm his opponents. He's not great on the ground, and his submission defense is iffy. Erceg, he's 0-3 in his last 3 fights, but he's fought the 3 best people in the division.
Yeah, right? Go on with it.
He's extremely well-rounded fighter, and he doesn't take unnecessary risks. He's skilled and quick on the ground, and he makes transitions look easy. He has the technical advantage on the feet. But he has to watch out for the awkward and wild style Osborne brings, man.
Yeah. You know, like any of those, like we saw it, what was it with, it slipped in my mind right now. But anyway, we've seen a couple like spinning back fists throw off a few people, and then it's kind of like changed the game for a minute, and then eventually those fighters get down and they win. I can't even think of the fighter that I'm thinking of right now, but it's like, it's just right on the top of my tongue. But anyway, we're just going to keep moving on. So I do agree with you with Steve as well, too. I mean, his jab is amazing. He's got a great jab, like you said, his combo. He's great, good striking. I love the way he does his kicks in his combos, finishing the combos out with the kicks. And I think that's gonna help in his favor because Odie's going to be looking for the power. He's going to be looking for the power. And he has kicks, too. So it's going to see who's going to be leg kicking, who's going to be kind of doing it. But I think the volume and just that jab is going to just keep going with Erceg. But Erceg can put him down. Erceg can take this to the mat, and Erceg can submit Odie Osborne. So the whole money, there is some money on the side of Erceg. Erceg in this fight actually is a money maker. There's a lot of positives. So when I looked at the positives, we'll go on the Odie side first. So Odie, first and second round knockout. I think that's where his action is. So if you like the Odie side, you're going to do first and second round knockout and knockout on points. First and second round knockout to plus 1,200, and knockout in points is a plus 4,600. You're covered. You're covered, people, right? What I like about this fight, if you decide you don't really want to take a side and you want to play the both fighter, the knockout is a plus 210, and the sub is a plus 165, and the points is a plus 150. So play the knockout because that's Odie's best shot. And with the plus 210, you're still covered on the Erceg side because Erceg can knock him out, ground and pound him out as well too. But that's why the sub is so low, because when you go money line and distance with Erceg, which I do think that this fight can go to distance. This could be one of those. They're just gonna sit there, exchange, sit back. You'll see a kick, then you'll see another kick, then a couple punches. Someone will move forward, then they'll go something. Someone will attack the takedown. They'll get back up, then they'll be like, okay, and then it's gonna be repeat, wash, repeat, wash, repeat. I feel that that's gonna, because I think that Erceg being a technical striker, that what you brought up, also plays in that you're always gonna do those same methods. So that doesn't play well with, of course, the unorthodox method of Osborne, but I think it's going to do it. Sub for the 1 and 2 is a plus 250 for Erceg. They really think he's just going to win this. The knockout for 1 and 2 for Erceg is a plus 430. Knockout and sub is a negative 144. That's big. And then also knockout and points is a negative 185 on the Erceg side. So if you want to play it light, again, you got your half units or your units on the Odie side because, you know, Steve is the favorite. Who you got winning, Dan?
I got Usyk, man. I think he's going to take him down. He's going to end it quick with a second round submission.
Second round submission. Love it. All right. Well, that already plays with everything that I got there. But the fact that you got that second round submission in there, I'm going to play on that right there. It's a plus 850, people. Plus 850. So we already got Dan on that. I'm taking Usyk too. So Usyk, and for me, you already heard what I said, what's going to happen, but I think we should change up since you already have that round covered with the second round, the submission. Since we have that covered, you're going to want to play knockout and submission. That's what I'm playing with Steve Usyk. So that gives you of course, the negative 145, throw the plus 210 regular knockout. Okay, so we're going to play the Usyk side. Then you're going to go plus 210 knockout so that if Odie Osborne gets lucky and does knock out, he's not submitting Usyk, knocks out Usyk, you're covered, your money will come back to you, and you'll live to fight another day. That's how we're going to do it, people, man. I'm loving it, man. Bro, we're smashing, bro. We're smashing. All right. You know what next is? It's time for the main event. Let's cheer for this gentleman in the left corner. He is from the dark, desolate dungeons of WrestleMania. It's Roman Dolidze. In this corner, we got somebody that ain't happy like a bunny. He might be fluffy. It's Anthony Hernandez.
Oh, paused out. Uh-oh. Okay.
All right. I guess I'm back. Everybody, I'm back. I know that Dan is coming back right now. Sorry about that. Again, we did at the beginning. Sorry. I apologize. When we went to go live, I literally got a text from Spectrum saying that my internet was going to be shaky until 9:30. We got 27 minutes in, and then we got kicked out. So Dan's coming back in right now. We'll talk about. So let's get a little bit of the bets out of the way. So Roman Dolidze, we got sub for second, third, and fourth round plus 2,200. I think Dolidze can and try, but I don't think he will sub him. Knockout and sub for Dolidze is plus 360. And knockout in points for Dolidze is plus 320. Of course, knockout for both fighters, a plus 195. Sub plus 175. Points plus 150. Another fight that is actually, here comes Dan, that is actually pretty dead even. So I'm going to round as Dan comes back in. What's up? Dude,
What's up, man?
They got us, but I'll buy that. 27 minutes uncut. I just gave the Dolidze numbers. Second, third, fourth, sub plus 2,200. Knockout sub plus 3,600. Knockout and points plus 32 or 320, right? And then I did the knockout for both fighters plus 195, sub plus 175, points plus 150. Dan, talk about it.
Oh man, sorry about that. I started pausing.
It's Spectrum. It's
I was
Spectrum.
moved. All right, sorry about that. But Hernandez, man, he's on a 2-fight winning streak, and with win overs Allen and Michael Pereira. He's a precise high volume striker. He has finishing ability. He fights at a high pace, and he has a good gas tank. He has the advantage on the ground with his submission game. Dolidze?
I think it's Dolidze.
All right, Dolidze. He's on a 3-fight winning streak. I can never say his name. But we won money off him. We won money off him 3 times already. He has wins over Kevin Holland and Marvin Vettori. Precise striking mixed with elite grappling and knockout power. That's his game. He's very durable. He's not the best on the ground, but scrambles well and has the ability to get back up to his feet.
Yes. Go on.
Yeah. And with his winning streak, man, he proved to me against Marvin Vettori he belongs here.
Yeah, and Vettori is, as we saw with Vittori's last fight, he broke nose first round, and he goes all in. Definitely was a DFS hero for us as well too. I really love. We've already won money with Fluffy Hernandez too. Hernandez has given us one of our best wins as well too. I mean the cardio, I mean the motor, dude. He is literally there's nobody like him. So in this he is going to be a star. Maybe not now, but he's going to be a star. But Dolidze is too. There's nothing wrong with Roman Dolidze. He has every bit of part. He's like the Robert Whittaker. He's that guy. He's that guy. So that's what he reminds me. I mean, but the solid grappling, the chains, the way he chains his grappling together, Fluffy does. Those he tries for the subs. He's always trying for a sub. He's strong enough to knock you out, strong enough to ground and pound you.
Yep.
He scrambles, like you said, for good position, and then he comes forward. He has great combos. Clearly, he is the favorite for a reason, but he is fighting one of our favorites. And the thing is, if for some reason Dolidze can get on top, his top pressure is crazy. He's just such a big dude, so much power. Holding him down, just give him that.
Rob went out again, so he does have a lot of power on the ground, and he does like to keep the fight there when he is on top. He's not very good at getting up from his back, though. When Rob gets back, we will talk about everything else. If you're here, comment, please. All right. Rob keeps falling out. So we will, when he comes back, we will talk about and finish this whole thing. I apologize for everything. All right, he's trying to log back in. He's having internet problems, like he said before. He told me to just keep talking, but if there's anything that you guys want to talk about, let me know. This card is very interesting to me. Let's see here. The Christian Rodriguez versus Andre Fili fight is very interesting. It's something that Fili has to do. He has to win this fight, or he might get cut from the UFC. He's lost his last two, and he's looked pretty bad. That's him right now texting me.
All right. We lost everybody.
There he is.
Now, I'm back.
Everybody.
We literally lost everybody.
I'm sorry, man. I tried.
Yeah, there's too much going on right now with this. It just gave me another text and said that I got intermittent service. So who do you got winning?
I got Dolidze winning by decision.
All right, Dolidze. So I didn't have that one. I mean, I've got all these sources. So of course, points is a plus 150. Dolidze is going to be, of course, a positive all over, and there's going to be a positive for the distance on this. So while this loads up, I'll give the Anthony Hernandez says money line and distance for Hernandez is a plus 189 combined. Also, the knockout and sub this is weird though. For Hernandez is a plus 100. Knockout and points is a plus 100. Sub in the first, second, and third round is a plus 380. I said that because Anthony Hernandez, like I said, will be searching for these takedowns, these averages. I can't believe we were just granted to, man. That just kills. Spectrum owes us. Like, Spectrum, come on, man. I said I was going to break the internet, but here we go, right? So you got the distance, plus 152, with Dolidze winning. I love Dolidze in DFS. You get a, wow, that's got to be crazy. Oh, yeah, that's got the Ursig second round. So it's a plus 793. Plus 793 if this goes the distance and he gets the money line. That's crazy. I love those odds. I like that right there. Of course, I got Anthony Hernandez we're going to be looking for that second round knockout, but Anthony Hernandez is going to get it. My knockout and sub is my play, but I love the second round knockout for plus 1,900. We're giving it out, man. All right, you got any bold calls for the card?
Oh man, my bold call was that I kind of shite the bed when you left, so that's my bold call.
You were caught off guard with a bunch of people looking at you, and you're like, "Where the hell did Heat Override go?" And
I'm like, what do I talk about?
Yeah. Could have talked about the Steelers, we didn't even talk about the Fantasy Football Expo. I should have been like Fantasy Football Expo. Have like anytime it goes off, talk about the Fantasy Football Expo. But we'll get out of here real quick. All right. So my DFS lineup that I threw together got Walker, Dolidze, Brundage, Edwards, Hill, and Rodriguez. That's a safe lineup. Of course, you got some chances in there for the win too. We'll have more lineups in the subs only Discord. The parlay of pain is going to be starting with Fernandez money line, which is knockout and sub, which is negative 140, and then we got Oben Medic whatever you say his name, knockout for both, negative 230. We got Smith in his fight, knockout for both, negative 210. Right? We're moving along. Now we're up to Juicebox Walker, straight out knockout for both, negative 270. We're just going to knock out for both the parlay of pain this week. When we get to Ursig, we're going to do knockout and sub, negative 145. So it starts out with Fernandez and Medic, negative 137 parlay. When you add Smith, the third leg, plus 155. Fourth leg, Juicebox Walker, plus 250. Fifth leg, Steve Ursig, plus 492. Again, we're sorry about all the stuff that happened and everything with the feed. That is not my fault. That is definitely Spectrum. So if you get to Dr. Roto, use code WIN, get into the subs only Discord. You'll see all the lineups. You'll see all the bets that we're going to place out of this and take over this. Hit us up on that. Also, like, follow, share, and do what you can.
I am Soup Can of the Week for that. I am the Soup Can of the Week.
No, I was surprised they held in it the first time, but after that, it was just they all knew that we were having services, and we came back. We weren't really that long, but let's end it on a positive note. The Fantasy Football Expo. We get to see each other here in a couple days. I have this beer for you. It's called the Curzana Lager.
Nice.
There it is. You saw the picture. I don't know why the back's.
I found some of the real American Hulk Hogan beer for you, brother.
Oh, yeah. I'm a real American. Yeah, man, that's awesome. I can't wait to do that. Plus, I got another pack of that Jack Abbey stuff. There's this one, it's called Mesh or something. It's new. It's a pack exclusive.
Just not a pickle beer this year, man.
It's not a pickle beer. I don't have a pickle beer.
No pickle beer this year.
All right, buddy, man. You got anything to say to them before we go?
I apologize. I apologize to everybody. I will be more prepared next time.
It's all right. You know what? This was the first time that we ever had Spectrum issues while we were live. I think we've done, around 40, 50 shows, maybe 30 shows, and Spectrum reared its ugly head one time. So, Spectrum, we're not happy with you. You might end up on things that make me a jerk. Yeah, you are a jerk for what you did today, literally taking our people, learning and all that stuff. But you can listen back to this podcast on the Dr. Roto Network and the Bring the Pain Network. So get over to Bring the Pain on Facebook. And then, of course, look out for Heat Override and Dan on the X. We got all the plays right there. Ask us. We're out there causing mayhem. Not like Sarukian, but we do try our best.
And look for us at the Fantasy Football Expo, man. We'll be there Saturday.
Man. Kevin, everybody, Scott Fish. Bro, what's up, everybody? Get to the Fantasy Football Expo. Have a great day, everybody. And always remember to bring the pain. Ooh, yeah.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy prescription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. Until the next visit, be well and take care.